The Chicago Outfit Leadership Timeline and Underworld Legacy. The Chicago Outfit, an emblem of organized crime's grip on America, has fascinated the public for decades. Originating in the early 20th century, its leadership during the Prohibition era shaped the syndicate's notorious reputation. Each leader imprinted their mark, redefining the outfit's strategies and dynamics. This article unveils the pivotal shifts in the leadership of this criminal juggernaut, offering a glimpse into the ambition and power plays that define Chicago's underworld. Dive into the tales of those who helmed this infamous organization. Number 1. Jim Colosimo, 1910 to 1920. Big Jim Colosimo, a dominant figure in Chicago's underworld, was central to the growth and influence of what would later be known as the Chicago Outfit during the pre-Prohibition period. Recognized for setting up an extensive prostitution network in the Windy City, his influence was expansive. However, by 1909, he encountered significant challenges from the Black Hand, a notorious extortion gang. Seeking reinforcement, Colosimo turned to his nephew, Johnny Torrio from Brooklyn, placing him in a pivotal underboss role. Together, in 1910, they launched Colosimo's Cafe on South Wabash, a hub for both legitimate business and illicit activities. As Prohibition dawned in 1920, the lucrative possibility of bootlegging beckoned. Torrio was quick to see the financial promise, but Colosimo, steadfast in his ways, hesitated to join the alcohol smuggling business. This difference in vision led to tensions. Sensing that Colosimo's reluctance was an impediment, Torrio, alongside his ambitious associate Al Capone and New York's Frankie Yale, conspired against Big Jim. Tragically, Colosimo was gunned down at his cafe, marking the end of his era and paving the way for new leadership. Number 2. Johnny Torrio, 1920 to 1925. Stepping into Colosimo's shoes, Johnny Torrio quickly transformed the Chicago Outfit, steering it towards the prosperous realm of bootlegging, with Al Capone loyally serving as his right hand. The 1920s, under their leadership, was marked by a fierce tug-of-war for territory as the outfit clashed with rival gangs. Torrio, despite his criminal endeavors, was a brilliant strategist. His intellectual approach to organized crime was so renowned that even after relinquishing his leadership, he played an advisory role to other significant crime factions, including the formidable Genovese crime family. In the 1930s, he even proposed the groundbreaking idea of a national crime syndicate, an alliance of America's major crime families. However, 1925 brought a significant shift. Torrio was ambushed and brutally attacked by rival gang members, seeking revenge for the assassination of Dean O'Banion. Miraculously, he survived the onslaught, but this near-death experience was a wake-up call. Feeling the weight of his dangerous position, Torrio handed the reins of the Chicago Outfit to Capone, ensuring a tumultuous and notorious period for the gang. Johnny Torrio lived a long life after his mafia days, passing away peacefully in 1957 at the age of 75. Number 3. Al Capone, 1925 to 1931. In 1925, Al Capone, at the age of 26, took the reins of the Chicago Outfit. He not only solidified the gang's illicit businesses with strong political and law enforcement ties but also amplified its notoriety with brutal tactics, ensuring that establishments sold only his alcohol. A master of public relations, Capone embraced the media, often seen in flashy suits and accessories, branding himself as a simple businessman meeting public demands. Notably, during the Great Depression in 1931, he opened a soup kitchen for the unemployed. However, the violent gang rivalries reached a zenith with events like the 1929 Street Valentine's Day Massacre. Ironically, it wasn't a rival gang but tax evasion charges that marked Capone's fall. After multiple legal battles, he was imprisoned by 1932 in the Atlanta U.S. Penitentiary. By 1931, leadership transitioned to Frank Nitty, and Capone, suffering from declining health, passed away in 1947. Number 4. Frank Nitty, 1931 to 1943. In 1931, Frank Nitty, contemporaneously with Capone, was convicted of tax evasion but served a mere 18-month term. His stint in confinement revealed a profound claustrophobia. Post-release, Nitty led the Chicago outfit, strategically expanding its operations into labor unions and extortion, gradually reducing the emphasis on traditional vice rackets. Although whispers persisted that Paul Ricca was the shadow power, many believe Nitty was firmly at the helm, benefiting from his experience and robust reputation. By the 1940s, as a significant Hollywood film industry extortion case loomed, Nitty and other high-ranking outfit members faced daunting legal challenges. Tortured by the idea of another confinement and his debilitating claustrophobia, Nitty chose to end his life in 1943. Leadership then passed to Paul Ricca, heralding a new, influential era for the outfit. Number 5. Paul Ricca, 1943 to 1947. After Frank Nitty's demise in 1943, the reins of the Chicago outfit were passed to Paul Ricca. There's speculation that before his death, Nitty was facing significant pressure to accept full responsibility for the Hollywood extortion racket. This strategy was primarily aimed at insulating Ricca, among others, from legal repercussions since the scheme was largely attributed to Nitty. During his tenure, Ricca, known for his reserved yet ruthless disposition, controlled the outfit's operations. His favorite phrase when ordering a hit was, "Make him go away." Even when he was incarcerated between 1943 and 1947, his influence remained undiminished. Tony Accardo served as his trusted lieutenant and ensured the outfit's activities ran smoothly in the outside world. Upon his release in 1947, Ricca faced strict parole conditions, compelling him to reduce his overt connections with the underworld. This created space for Tony Accardo to step up, but Ricca continued to be a dominant force behind the scenes, greenlighting major decisions and actions. Number 6. Tony Accardo and Paul Ricca, 1947 to 1971. The leadership duo of Ricca and Accardo stands out as one of the most synergistic collaborations in mob history. As the 1950s dawned, Ricca began conferring more of the day-to-day responsibilities to Accardo, acknowledging his reliability and capability. A significant leadership shuffle occurred in 1957. With Accardo embroiled in tax evasion charges, they believed it would be tactically wise for him to lay low for a bit. Consequently, Sam Giancana was appointed as the acting boss of the Chicago outfit. However, this was largely a front. Ricca and Accardo retained the real power, with all pivotal decisions channeled through them. This behind-the-scenes approach starkly contrasted with the publicity-seeking antics of their predecessor, Al Capone, and was instrumental in them mostly evading prison sentences. As the 1960s progressed and Ricca aged, Accardo's role became increasingly prominent. He steered the outfit through leadership changes, eventually sidelining Giancana in favor of Sam Battaglia in 1966. Paul Ricca's death in 1972 due to a heart attack marked the end of an era, and Tony Accardo emerged as the singular, uncontested boss of the Chicago outfit. Number 7. Tony Accardo, 1972 to 1992. From 1972 to 1992, Tony Accardo, also known as Big Tuna, led the Chicago outfit through its golden era, experiencing tremendous growth and profitability. A veteran with over 6 decades of influence in the outfit, Accardo expanded operations into areas like slot machines in public venues, counterfeiting tax stamps, and narcotics smuggling. Significantly, he branched out to Las Vegas, gaining a dominant presence in the gaming industry and even edging out New York's 5 families by ensuring his slot machines populated legal casinos. In areas like Kansas and Oklahoma, he revived bootlegging in response to alcohol bans. To minimize legal risks, he modernized some operations, moving away from traditional rackets like labor extortion and transitioning from brothels to call-girl services. Ricca once quipped that Accardo was far more astute than Capone. Accardo's influential reign concluded with his passing at age 86. Number 8. Samuel Carlisi, 1992 to 1996. Samuel Carlisi, a significant figure within the outfit, began serving as the acting boss in 1989. This was 3 years before the death of the legendary Tony Accardo in 1992, when Carlisi then assumed the official role as the head of the outfit. Despite taking the reins of leadership during his twilight years, Carlisi managed the operations for a substantial 4-year tenure before his incarceration in 1996. Carlisi's initiation into the world of organized crime traces back to his days as a personal driver for the influential mobster, Joseph Iappa. Adding to the mob ties, Carlisi's familial connections to the underworld were evident, as he was the uncle to both Dominic DiMaggio and Nicholas DiMaggio, active members of the outfit. The challenges of leading the outfit in his late 70s became evident, and by the age of 81, Carlisi stepped down from his leadership role. A year following his departure from leadership, Carlisi passed away at the age of 82. Number 9. John Defronzo, 1996 to 2016. In the aftermath of Carlisi's incarceration due to charges related to mob racketeering, loan sharking, and arson, John Defronzo stepped up to helm the outfit in 1996. Defronzo's tenure as the boss is noteworthy, not just for its length, but also for his ability to maintain a low profile and elude the grasp of authorities. As of 2016, Defronzo, at the age of 87, still remained an elusive figure, successfully evading law enforcement and continuing his leadership of the outfit. Number 10. Salvatore Sully di De Laurentiis, 2016, present time. Following John Defronzo's prolonged reign, the leadership torch was passed to Salvatore Sully di De Laurentiis. As of the present day, De Laurentiis oversees the operations of the outfit, continuing the legacy of this storied criminal organization.